Hey everyone, Dan Tortora here on site on location at Mother's Cupboard. From Mother's Cupboard to Table is what we call this every single month, bringing the community together. And if you can see off camera here, that's Amy. So, Amy, one of the best in the biz that we have here. And Amy has done a fantastic job of selling the Cuse McMother. What do you call it? You call it the Cuse Mom? Is that... So yeah, so she's really, really good at the Cuse. So Amy, fantastic person, awesome grandmother, knows Venom, so we got to give her a shout out. And then of course, I am here with my guest for the first time ever at Mother's Cupboard, is Jim Dispenza. He is the owner of Game Point Sports Complex on 211 South Center Street in East Syracuse, which is literally not even 10 minutes away. So we suggest that you go and train in the morning and then you eat when you're hungry.
Yep.
Because if you eat here with the big portions that they have at Mother's Cupboard, you may be sleeping on the
You
court.
won't get through your workout.
Yeah. Jim, how are you?
Doing great. Just an honor to be here next to Dan here with his sandwich that's been named after him. So I don't have a lot of sandwiches named after me, Dan.
The Cuse McMother here.
It's quite an invention there.
Yeah. Bacon, egg, and cheese inside of 2 pieces of French toast. Cut it up and have it with syrup. Pick it up and eat it like a sandwich. We have had so many of these sold. These were getting sold when we were talking about them. They weren't on the menu. They weren't even on the board yet, and people were buying them here, so thank you for that. Now when you come in, you can see the poster that's up. You can see my face and get all the information and a fantastic picture, and it's in the shape of an S, with it being the Cuse McMother here and Cuse short for Syracuse. I want to talk about the fact that you and I discussed this before.
Yeah.
You said if I come to Mother's Cupboard, I'm getting...
So once I knew we were coming here, I haven't eaten for 3.5 days because I knew the pancake was coming my way, and there's no way I could even put a dent in it if I had consumed any calories for the last 72 hours. So here I am.
Jim
about
said
to go to work on the pancake.
When Jim and I were talking about this, he was like, just so you know, I'm thinking about the pancake. I think I'm going to get it. And then he said, don't judge me.
Yeah.
I'm getting it. Can we show everybody really quick this pancake?
Yeah. Can you? I don't know if can you zoom out far enough?
It's bigger than the plate.
This is actual sizing.
That's where the plate ends, and it's off the plate. This is how big this pancake. I would tell you that there's no bigger pancake in the world
I think that's
than
fair.
a Mother's Cupboard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You put a little hole in it, right?
Yeah, right. I'm already full. But it's good though too. It's not just a massive amount of food. It's a good tasting pancake.
And there's like a sweetness to the batter. Because you just got a plain pancake. You didn't even put anything in it.
No.
So, I want to talk about Game Point. It's right down the road.
Yeah.
If people want, and I'll talk a little bit so he can eat, but if you want to book your time individually as a team for an event, you go to gamepointsports-syr.com/courts, and I will share it on this video as well, and we talk about it all the time, and Jim talks about it on the show. When you hear that commercial that we have on our broadcast on Wake Up Call Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Eastern Time, the voice you hear is Jim's voice. And the reason why I wanted that is Jim is a part of every step of the way. When you go online, gamepointsports-syr.com/courts, and you book time, it goes straight to Jim. Jim is the one that works with you. Jim was the brainchild behind this. He was the money behind this. He was the time behind this, the energy. So first and foremost, I want to say nothing but thank you to you for giving us something that we never had in Syracuse before.
Well, I appreciate that, Dan. It's been an unbelievable response from the community. We've got people coming in who, just looking at the place right away, like we never had this in the area. It's so badly needed, and just the excitement that you see with the kids coming in and adults coming in and be like, never had an opportunity to play in a place like this, which is just way beyond our expectations. It was exciting. We were happy to open it. We were looking forward to it. Just didn't really kind of account for how much excitement people walk in like they're walking into a cathedral. I mean, for them, it's like the quality of the facility, the cleanliness of the facility, the friendliness of the staff, which is basically me and my wife, but the friendliness of the staff and, just helpfulness. So, we have a great thing going. Hope as many people as can come check it out anyway. see what it's all about. And we've had such a range of activities. You know, it started out a lot of basketball and volleyball, but now we're going with cheerleading and field hockey and
floor hockey,
all kinds of stuff. So it's really been exciting to create a point where people can do all kinds of different activities. And I think we're not done yet. We've got a lot of activities that haven't been in there yet that we're going to be bringing in. So
yeah, and I love the fact of, I mean, you and I met when you were just opening, and we were talking like a month and a half in, and you're like, we put all this work in, we know what we can bring to the table, but we want to get the word out there. We're hoping that this will work. We're hoping people will come in because we put so much into it. So, I mean, anytime I work with any business, Mother's Covered, Game Point Sports Complex, anyone here in Central and Upstate New York or beyond, when you win, to me, it's like we win. The team wins. Mm-hmm. And whenever I hear anybody that I work with say, people are coming in, people are seeing it, people are hearing about it, people are enjoying it, it means the world to me, because I remember sitting, just you and I in the room, about, Dan, this is what I hope, this is what I want to do, I want to build with you, I want to really just get this thing going. So to hear you say that really means the world to me, and I want to thank Central and Upstate New York, because my job is to get the word out there, and thousands of you have watched Lazara Sims, you've watched Brandon Trish, and all these specials that we've done, and you had a massive response to our Brian and Stratton breaking news unveiling with Jim and with Clay Gagan Sherman, who's the head coach for men's basketball, Brian and Stratton, Syracuse, and the assistant AD. So, I mean, I can see on my end that there's thousands of people that are seeing this. So that when you tell me it's translating to a world where people are coming in, it makes me feel good.
And what's exciting about it is the trajectory of it is way ahead of where we thought it would be. Excuse me, I think, Dan, that has a lot to do with what we've been doing together. Being able to get the word out, get the right people talking about the place, get the right people coming through the doors. And for us, we figured we had something that was real. I just don't think we felt like by the end of the year we would have as much recognition and traffic and interest as we've had. And, that's really about, to get to that point is really about who you partner with to help you get the word out. So that's where I think our conversation and starting the relationship with you has been so helpful for us, because so many of the people that you've been able to have them come in that are really well-known athletes and talents in the area, and that's what we need, and that's what we've been happy to see. So, and that's brought other people in. So it's been a really awesome relationship with you. It's been an awesome ride so far. I think we're going to have a lot of great stuff ahead of us for sure.
Like I told Jim before, when I work with someone and we partner, the trend is always upward. It's always, how can we do more together in the future based off of what we're building on it. I'm excited because I'm an idea man. I like being innovative, and your entire place is state-of-the-art innovation to Syracuse to Central and Upstate New York.
And that's a big thing. I think you make a good point there, and I kind of say this to people, but I had somebody call yesterday and said, what are you guys doing in terms of pickleball leagues? And it was like, what do you want us to do? This is what I'm here for. I'm here to come up with, what do you like about what you're doing right now? What would you want to do differently? And when you take that feedback from people and then you build a new product that's just a little bit different from what they're used to. So instead of having a product out there that's like, this is already set up this way, just coming to see if you fit into it, this is much more about, we're going to structure it differently based on what you want. And so really we've been able to make some unique offerings just based on people coming in and saying, this is what we're hoping for, and this is we need think of things a little bit differently, and I think that's what we're able to do here.
And I mean, when it comes to the message on the show, Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Eastern Time, from Jim Dispenza, the owner of Game Point Sports Complex, it's, I think I promised you 15 or 30 seconds, and we gave you 4 minutes. Because there's so much to talk about, and part of what he talks about and discusses in the commercial that we have is the fact that you tailor everything toward it, and you say that in the commercial, like, we're trying to build this for the person that's calling.
Right.
It's not like this is what we have.
Yeah.
This is our template.
Right.
Find a way to fit into it.
Right.
You talk about in the commercial, like, we want to find a way to get everybody in.
Yeah.
Whatever your money means is whatever's going
Yeah.
on. If it's
Yep.
if it's a child and a parent, or if it's a team,
Yep.
if it's an organization,
Community
if it's a tournament.
all of that,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that's where we feel like we have a sort of an obligation to the Syracuse community, get back a little bit by making an offering that works for all different types of people and walks of life and resources, as you said. So that's something I think we can do differently as a new organization, as a new facility.
Yeah.
We're not tied to things that had to be done the way they were 15 years ago. You know, we're really, I think, unique, innovative, and a lot of our innovation just comes from customers coming in and saying, what about this? Or could you do this differently? I think we've been able to respond to that, and we'll continue to respond to it.
2 courts, men's and women's bathrooms, locker room opportunity with that. So you got your locker room, you have your bathrooms, you have the concession area that's only going to expand and grow. You have seating areas, and you have 2 courts that have the opportunity to bring in natural sunlight. They're climate controlled. There is literally no better place to go. I would go to this place in Florida. I would go to this place on the moon, and I absolutely would
That's
go
our
here.
next.
Yeah,
That's our next one. Is on the moon is our expansion plan.
That's where we're going. on
So
the
we're
moon.
working towards that.
But here in Central and Upstate New York, there is no better place. And honestly, and I told Jim this off the air, and you know my words on and off the air are the same person no matter what. I believe being genuine is not a sometimes thing, it's an everyday thing. So I want to thank you, because for the first time in over a decade, I have started to feel like myself on the court again.
Yep.
And that's because you gave me that facility and you gave our community that facility.
And that's what we want. We want people to walk in and be able to be themselves and just have fun, kind of get back to what sports meant to them when it was all about just having a good time. You know, I think that's when we're seeing people running around with smiles on their faces, whether they're 60 or 70 or 5 or 6, you know, then we know our mission is accomplished.
Final note, the community means a lot to the both of us. You are right around the corner at Game Point Sports Complex. You've been telling me that you wanted to come to Mother's Cupboard.
Yep.
So to be our special guest and from Mother's Cupboard to table,
Yeah.
what do you want to say about Mother's Cupboard and this pancake so far?
So, I mean, I've never seen a pancake this size ever anywhere. That's part of it. Part of it too is Dan came in. Nobody knows me here, and I don't go as often, but Dan came in. Everybody knew Dan. Everybody knew Dan would have Dan's sandwich, you know. So just another example of a community place that people know you by your first name, come in and get really good food. Can't always come right in because it's pretty crowded a lot of the time. We were able to. So just an awesome place, awesome food, and something really unique to the Syracuse area that you won't find anywhere else.
Yeah. So speaking of unique, 2 unique places bonding here today through a show that I would like to consider unique. Wake Up Call, bringing you from Mother's Cupboard to table at Mother's Cupboard, 7 days a week, open at 3709 James Street in Syracuse, 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Get the Q-Smack Mother when you're here, you won't be disappointed. Then go around the corner to Game Point Sports Complex, gamepointsports-syr.com/courts, and make sure that you reserve time there. Make sure you come here and continue to watch and listen. We're all about the community here on Wake Up Call. Jim,
You got
as
it.
always,
Dan,
sir.
thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So to Pete, Amy, and the crew here, we thank y'all. God bless. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, and we'll talk with you soon.